Hey, what's up? This is Antonio Thompson from AntonioRThompson.com, and I'm coming to you from my home office here in Brooklyn, New York. Do you feel like you're coming off too strong when you're trying to build your business online? In today's video, I'm going to share with you some tips so you don't come off too strong as you talk to people online. Social media is a great platform, great platforms to build your business, and it's quite fascinating that there are tons of home business owners, entrepreneurs who have come to social media to actually build their business. And what I find is that in their attempt to make money and to build a profitable business and to recruit, people into their business, they end up treating social media just like another advertising platform. They treat it just like, if they were to advertise on television. They treat it just like if they were going to advertise, in the newspaper. They treat it just as if they were going to advertise on the radio, and they treat it just like they were just putting a billboard up in Times Square to advertise their business. And those approaches to marketing and work on those platforms, but when it comes to social media, it's a whole different kind of a beast in itself, right? Social media, inherent in its name, is meant to be social. And so a lot of times when you are posting about your business all the time and constantly pitching and promoting, you're actually turning people off. People aren't on social media necessarily to shop, buy, or join a business opportunity. They're there to socialize, to engage, to interact with people. And so you come off very, very strong when you consistently are pitching and promoting and putting your company's images out there. You're coming on way too strong, right? It's like it's kind of like going to a bar and being coming on too strong with another person, right? Overly aggressive and in someone's face, and that's not how you want to be on social media. And so I got a few tips to help you today to actually understand how to court customers on social media. And these tips should definitely help you not seem as though you are coming off strong or needy or desperate on social media. 'Cause a lot of marketers, when they post their before and after pictures, when they post constantly about their opportunity, they come off as needy and desperate. And so here's some tips that I came up with today. I actually did write a blog post about this, so you can definitely read it on my blog. But the first tip is, don't make getting the digits your end goal. What do I mean by that, right? If you leave the bar with a bar you go out to have drinks, leave the bar with 20 different numbers, phone numbers from women or men, but you don't get any dates, were you successful, right? Too many home and small business owners, think about and they focus on driving, their fan count, right? They want more followers, they want more likes, they want more fans, and it's kind of just like getting a number, right? You can get tons of numbers, but it's only the first step in the process, right? This is the first step in actually building a relationship. You have to take it like that. Don't make getting just, fans and followers your end goal. It has to be the starting point to building that relationship. When you're posting online, this is tip number 2. When you're posting online, you got to be interesting, right? A lot of times, people will leave you, they will unfriend you, they will unfollow you if you are boring and irrelevant. And so part of building your business online, I see this all the time with people in the work from home industry, the network marketing industry. They're posting constantly about their products, they're posting constantly about conference calls, they're posting constantly about their business. And what happens is people are going to leave you. People are not going to want to stick around to see you constantly promote some business opportunity. You have to be interesting. People are there to socialize, right? So be interesting. Tip number 3, use your wingmen and let them talk you. What does that mean? So if you are in business, you probably have some customers, you may have some folks that are interested or have engaged with you before. Let them actually sell for you, right? This is very powerful. When you let your customers do the selling for you by actually encouraging them to post pictures, they share their feedback about how you've helped them in some way. This actually gives you more credibility. So let your customers, let people that have experienced your work, actually share and talk you up to their friends and their friends and other people that might be interested in what you're offering. This definitely builds insane amount of credibility when people are talking about you. So let your wingmen talk you up, right? You don't have to go out there, pitch and promote, provide value, provide interesting content, and let the people that are actually seeing your content share your stuff. Let the people that are seeing your stuff actually engage with your content and tell other people about what you're doing and how you actually have helped them and inspired them. The fourth tip is, right, don't talk too much, but be a good listener, right? Social media is not a one-way channel, right? We look at, if you look at advertising on television, on in print media, the newspaper, magazines, billboards, that's all one way, right? That's the marketer, that's the business, the company talking to people. Social media is an engagement platform. It's a two-way street, communication street. And so yes, it's important that you provide value and content to your audience, but you also have to listen, right? You also have to, see what they're talking about and engage with them, right? It's not about you just pushing content and messages out there to your audience. It's about listening and engaging. This particular Facebook live stream is a product of someone's question on my Facebook fan page. So I am listening and now I'm responding, right? Have that dialogue going. It's a two-way street. You can share content, share value, but make sure you're listening to your audience, because they're gonna provide you with exactly, some intel on what they're struggling, what they need, and then you can provide some content that actually helps them. Hey, Jessica, what's going on? How are you? Pen and notepad in hand. Awesome. Tip number 5, and this is a big one. Don't be too needy or addicted to the outcome. Now, this is a major challenge for a lot of marketers in the industry, primarily because they don't have people to talk to. They don't know how to generate leads. And so when you don't know how to generate leads, anyone that you come in contact with, you want to get them right away. You want to stay on them and make sure they actually, take the test drive. You want to make sure they actually, buy the product and try the product, right? So you stay on them, right? And so when you do this, you actually become, you seem very needy and desperate, right? You don't want to come across as someone who is like chasing people, who is trying to convince people, who's trying to get people, right? You don't want to spend too much time on one person. You hear it all the time in the profession, right? Don't spend too much time on one person. And the reason people do that is because they don't know how to generate leads. They don't know how to start conversations with new people. They don't know how to build relationships, right? And so you get stuck on that one person that said they would take a look at the presentation, and they may have done it, they may not have done it, and you keep going back and, hey, did you watch the presentation? Hey, you ready to get started? Hey, what's going on? Hey, how are you? To the same one person, where you're probably missing out on tons of other people who actually may have interest in what you're offering, that you're just missing them. And so you have to learn, the biggest key here to remember is that you have to learn how to generate leads. When you generate enough leads, when you learn how to generate leads and you know how to generate leads, you're not going to be as addicted to one person getting started, because you have maybe hundreds of people to talk to, right? So if one person says, hey, I didn't look at it yet, cool. When you get a chance, look at it. I'm going to the next person. Keep moving, right? Don't be addicted to the outcome. You shouldn't be concerned whether or not someone joins you or not. You know where you're going in your particular business and in what you're working on. And so, having one person say no shouldn't deter you or stop you from moving forward. Jessica says, I've done that and a lady told me I was annoying. Yeah, don't do that. Hey, cool. Take your time. Take as much time as you need. Go on to the next person, right? Do not be addicted to the outcome. Do not come across as needy and desperate. You have something that is extremely valuable and powerful and that can change their lives. And if they're not open to it, That's their prerogative. Move on. There are billions of people to talk to. Don't be needy, don't be desperate. The next tip is show them you care, right? When you're talking to people, it's not about what you want. At the end of the day, it's not about what you want. Yes, you may need some money. Yes, you may, want to sign up. Yes, you may want to rank advance in your company. But at the end of the day, the other person on the other line really doesn't care. What they ultimately care about is how you're going to help them, how you're going to solve a problem that they have. So your role, your job, your responsibility is to show them that you care and actually care, and provide a solution that can help them if you have one. You also want, on social media, you also want to, people that are actually engaging with your content, they're liking your content, they're sharing your stuff. You actually want to engage back with. You want to show them that you are interested in what they're sharing. You want to be real and be authentic, right? Have real dialogue, have real conversations, and really recognize the people who are actually engaging with your content, right? People love to be recognized, so recognize them. Again, if you provide interesting and valuable content that benefits your following, you will absolutely, melt their hearts, and they'll be willing and able to and wanting to open their wallets and work with you, right? And so just some simple tips on how to not, come across and be so strong when you're online, when you're marketing, right? Tip number one, it's not all about the followers, the fans, what do you call it? Fans, followers, right? It's not about the likes, right? It's about using those interactions, those likes to start the relationship, right? That's not the end goal, right? It's about building relationships. Secondly, you gotta be interesting. You can't constantly post about your business opportunity all the time. People are gonna unfriend you, unfollow you, and you're gonna lose potential business partners. So be interesting and be entertaining. 3, let your current customers, your wingmen, your current customers, people that are already in your world, share your story with other people. Let them engage with your content. Let them share your posts with others on their wall, right? Let your wingmen talk you up. Tip number 4, don't talk too much and be a good listener, right? Listen to what your audience is saying, respond to what they say, and create content around what they have questions about. Tip number 5, don't be needy or addicted to the outcome, right? Don't seem desperate and just needy, right? Don't chase people, don't convince people, don't hound people. If they're open to it, great. If they're not, great. Maybe it's not the right time for them. Maybe they just, aren't ready. You made a new friend, you can come back to them later on. Number 6, show them you care, and actually care, right? If someone has a problem, they're struggling with something, if you can help them with something, show them that you care, recognize your fans and your followers, say thank you, right? It's an incredible honor to be able to share content and value with your audience, and when people engage, show them that you are appreciative of their engagement, right? That's all I had this afternoon. This is the key at the end of the day to building a successful business online and not seeming needy. So I hope you got value out of this video. If you did, please like it, share it, and comment on it. And definitely get registered for tomorrow's training with Lisa Torres. She's going to be sharing exactly how to crush your marketing and prospecting fears and convert conversations into cash. The link will be in the description box below or on the screen. Click the link, get registered, and I'll see you there. Take care. Peace.